Hello, Out of Reach tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem 8, The Sacred Stones, with me, BlueAnkylo. Today we're going to do Chapter 5, The Empire's Reach. I've tested it out a little bit, so I sort of know what's coming, just to make sure it's not too hard. We're still pretty early game, so for the most part these chapters shouldn't be too impossible. There's going to be some difficulties on the next one. Now, I believe we saw everybody that joined for the last couple chapters. Oh, I will take the beginning here to notice, I think for the last couple chapters I forgot to update my side slideshow. So I may have missed out on a couple units that I've added in. And I think, like, I missed, like, Molder or something. I'm sure someone commented. I forgot to show his picture. But, you know, you guys will manage. And maybe Colm you haven't seen. But Colm will be back. We'll see him again later on. And that'll be that. So let's get started. To Seraphiew. An ominous wave of dark creatures washes over the continent. Erica's journey to find her brother Ephraim grows ever more perilous. Still, she presses on despite the danger. Her will is strong. The town of Seraphiew, located on the border of Renaa and Grado. The people of both countries have long used the town as a meeting place. It stands as testimony to the friendship the two nations have shared these many years. Now, however, Seraphiew is teeming with Grado troops. Time for some liberation, then. Now, here's a dashing fellow. Good day to you, sir. Well, we just met two potentially new characters. These guys have the bad music, though, so you know they're not going to join up. Oh, a traitor. A female traitor. Tear this town apart. Okay. Clearly this is the evil side of the Grado army again. Oh, hey, Cormag. So you got a Wyvern Rider and a Wyvern Knight. It's pretty cool. Except that wall at the border of the town. Oh, hello, stranger. Young girl with indigo hair. Now, we've seen some pretty cool hair colors. But apparently not that one. What color hair does she have? Looks kind of golden blonde to me. Yeah, how dare you speak ill of the Emperor? Oh, she's fine. Don't mind all the Grado soldiers trying to kill her. Oh, we can never learn things right at the time we want to learn them. Oh, by the way, don't forget about Ross. He's been doing lots of exercise. I don't know if he's a great warrior just yet, but let's see. So, this is our first promotion of the game, and this is our first trainee promotion as well, ever. So, you kind of have two paths you can take. So, the fighter will turn him into kind of like Garcia, his dad, and from there he can turn into either a hero, which is sword axe, or a warrior, which is axe bow. If you go pirate, you can either turn into a berserker, which is all axe all the time, and 20% crit, or warrior, axe bow. Now, he makes a pretty terrible warrior. I haven't really talked about these yet, but I've done a little bit of research into characters' sort of average stats when they get to their final level. And because of his growth rates, he's very likely to hit 30 strength. In fact, very likely to hit 30 strength. And a warrior has, I think, 25 or 26 for the maximum, whereas a berserker has 30, and even a hero has like 28 or something. So you might want to skip the warrior. So the real choice comes down to, do you want him to end up with a sword and axe combo, seeing as heroes are awesome, or a berserker combo? And I think my plan, anyway, is unless something weird happens, I want Ross to be my #1 axe guy. So we're going to send him to be pirate, which is how we focus on axes. I generally prefer dual weapon classes to single weapons. Just the diversity, I guess, of different types of weapons you can equip. So you've got better weapon triangle advantage. But I'm pretty sure he'll turn into an awesome pirate berserker. Also, pirates have a bonus over walking over water, and we don't have any other pirates that are going to join up for ages, so this might have some tactical advantages on a couple maps. Just maybe. Anyway, with that said, we've got ourselves a pirate. Also, we've already got a fighter, so technically if you want one of those, you've got Garcia already. Unfortunately, this does lock him into using the rarer Ocean Seal for promotion, rather than the far more common Hero Crest promotion that the fighters use. So anyway, now we've got Ross, and we're gonna spend. I couldn't actually do the preemptive character party setup before the episode like I like, but we'll do it on camera this time because I had to show you Ross's promotion. So well, first off, we've got Natasha, who's just auto-joined. She is a beautiful cleric from Grado. And she is a cleric, which is, it's not actually exactly well, it's the female version of a priest, but they actually have different promotion paths, slightly. So her two options as a promoted class will be different than Mulder's. I believe Mulder can go Sage, or what's the name of it? Bishop? And Bishop is the one that Archer, or the monk, can also hit. And I think actually Archer can be Sage or Bishop, as well as Mulder can be Sage or Bishop. But Natasha can go Valkyrie, I think it's Valkyrie or Bishop. So she's got kind of an option. No, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the two she can be. So anyway, she has the option to get a mounted promotion, which is kind of cool. Whereas Mulder has an option to get a... Well, Sage has more... Sage can use Fire, Light, and Staff, so... That's like the big difference between the two. And then stat-wise, I mean, we'll see what happens. I think Mulder's terrible luck is going to let us down as his promoted class, whereas Natasha will have much higher luck and resistance than he does. Like, Mulder actually gets, like, too much skill and speed for a healer. It's kind of weird in my memory. So anyway, my plan is for now to actually cut him out, because we only want one healer on this map. And we're going to bring Luke for now. I was thinking about bringing Colm, but the only person I could think to cut out for this battle was Gilliam, who's already got a pretty good level advantage. But, as we'll see in a bit, I really need someone with high defense for this map. The other thing we need to do quickly here is I've got, well, let's copy over that heal staff. So we've got a cheap way to heal without using the superior mend staff. I guess, just to clarify, heal should be 10 plus your magic stat healing, and mend should be 20 plus your magic stat healing, but mend staffs are more expensive and everything. And then we should put this away. Let's go to... Oh, you can buy just some basic stuff in the armory here. Oh, that's convenient. So I could buy these before the battle. So, like, there is a shop on this map that sells some of this stuff, but I could buy some spares right now if I thought I needed them. So, like, I could actually give Natasha another heal staff right now. Maybe I'll do that. I don't think we'll run out mid-battle, but you never know. Alright, so that's good. And then the Iron Axe. So give that to the supply. You're not going to be using that. And I think everyone's weapons look fine for now. Got vulneraries to spare. Everyone's weapons have enough durability to last a bit longer. So yeah, I was thinking about leveling up Colm a little bit, but as we'll see in just a second, we might want someone who can take at least one hit and perhaps a critical. So we're going to bring Gilliam for that. So the way I'm going to start this up, oops, buttons everywhere, is I'm going to change our formation just a tiny bit. I want to make sure someone with an axe can be first round attacked. Someone with a sword can be first round attacked. And, I mean, if I had someone who was really fast with an axe, I'd put them over there. But that'll have to be Franz, because he can at least not have weapon disadvantage. I have to go formation mode. So I'm going to use Ross to lure this guy, and... I actually don't have many swords. I was planning on bringing Colm originally. Okay, changed my mind. We'll use Gilliam. Actually, no, because I want Gilliam moving this way quickly for a reason, you'll see. Actually, you know what? Erica can lure the axe guy down. She'll be fine. And let's make sure he can get into range of that. And then we'll use Vanessa to get the first village. There is a reason to be quick on this map, so a little bit of optimization early on will help us save a turn or two later. Lost his money. He must have ran into something that was too difficult for him to beat. Maybe like a wyvern rider or something with high defense would stop him. You're gonna get reported, sir. Nothing but bad luck. He might be kind of like the Rutger of this game. We'll see. Well, they're giving us lots of hints for this one on who to talk to who. Maybe the woman who's pretty should talk to the guy who likes girls and already sort of bumped into her once. So anyway, Joshua, I mean, you know, you got the idea here. But yes, because he's got a killing edge, it would be really nice if someone could take one crit and not die. And it's going to be close. I'd like... So 9 defense and 26 HP. It would be, I think, 17 minus 1. I forget the exact weapon triangle disadvantage, but I think it's minus 1 if he gets hit. So, that would be 17 damage minus 10 is 7 damage, and then times 3 is 21. The trick is, does he double? And he would double. So if he got a crit and a hit, he would kill Gilliam. So I don't know if that's going to work. Well, we'll have to figure it out. There's going to be some luck required to not die to Joshua, unfortunately, no matter who you use. I don't know if Gilliam's the best choice. I guess if we put him in the forest or something, that'll maybe help. But anyone else is going to get... anybody else, if they get hit by a crit, is just dead, so... Anyway, let's start by hitting up the village. Oh! So she's a dancer. I would be interested. Don't sell this for gold. I will be so mad at you if you sell this for gold after this fight. Thanks for dropping by. Dragon Shield, permanent stat improvements. That's the first one we've seen this game. That's +2 defense permanently. Pretty good for Pegasus Knight, but I'm not sure who I want to use it on yet, because, like, we might not keep Vanessa for the whole game, so giving her +2 defense would actually not help much. It would certainly help keep Jillian alive against Joshua, but then again, I'm not sure if I'll be keeping Jillian 100%, so I don't know. Anyway, let's start the battle here for real. So now that we've got Ross as a pirate, he got his promotion stats, so now his stats look pretty good. I don't know if he's above or below average for now. His skill looks a little weak, but we'll see what happens. The good news is axes aren't nearly as inaccurate as they used to be, so even a relatively low skill won't totally sink him like they would have in Fire Emblem 6. Alright. And then I'd like to also lure this guy out immediately. So, I guess I haven't gone over any of the enemy stats here. The soldier dudes, like these guys, are lance users that are pretty darn weak. They generally have terrible stats. The only thing they've got going for them is strength. So that's one. The axe guys are a little bit more balanced for stats, so we gotta watch them a little bit closer. And then we got some archers, Joshua with the killing edge, which is always going to be a pain when we run into those. That's about it. Boss is an armored knight, which means we're maybe gonna need to use magic or something. You know, we'll see. Alright, also there's a couple villages to visit, a magic vendor, an armory, and an arena. We'll talk about the arena once we get closer to it. We're gonna run Jillian that way. I don't think the left side's gonna be very difficult to deal with, so I'm not planning on leaving a lot of backup. It's gonna be the right side that needs the extra help, I think. So that's what we're gonna be planning on. Gotta start getting Naimi some level ups. She's gotta get better if I want to keep using her. Alright, here we go. Well, I was hoping we would dodge that, but, I mean, Franz did fine. There you go, good work, buddy. Got yourself a level up. Oh, Franz! Franz, how could you? No real stats, just 1 HP. So look at that damage on Ross there. 21 times 2. Seems like he's pretty good so far, you know. Erica's pretty solid as well. She's had some good level ups, so hopefully that sticks. Alright, so again, as usual, oh look, reinforcements. So there's a fair number of reinforcements that show up on this map that will try to pillage your villages if you don't kill them quickly. That's the first wave, but there's a lot of red villages to go visit that have items. That's why we need to be relatively quick here. Okay, so these guys, I'm thinking of like maybe trying to get some people in the forest to lure them. We cannot move up to here until we're ready. That's the no man's land, basically. But it'd be nice to lure that guy down, maybe spend a turn before that happens. Could probably lure this guy down with, maybe Ross could move up to here. Or up to here specifically. Alright, actually, you know what? If we can ignore this left side for now, sort of focus on the middle. For now. So maybe someone kill this soldier and then move Ross into range of the archer. Just the one. I could give him the hatchet to counterattack. That'd be fine. So then, because Erica's already level 6, maybe our lowest level character could get a kill here. Looks likely. Good. A lot more experience for that. Okay, now we could go aggressive against the axe guys, but I don't think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna switch places with Jillian here. He can lure out that attack. We'll stay out of range of one. And then maybe we'll block them in Maybe we'll block those two guys in from here. Well, don't really have very many people who can do that, do I? Alright, so also while I'm thinking about it, let's do what I was talking about. Go hatchet and just play defense there. I don't expect Luke could one-shot this guy. Not bad damage, but we would need some help. We could use Vanessa. Weapon disadvantage, but she's got double attack. Oh, but 2 damage with the Slim Lance. Ah, oh, Vanessa. Only 5 damage. Oh, that's nothing. That's not going to do anything. Alright, well, I'm just going to go like this instead. Yeah, we're just going to play it a little bit carefully. They won't be able to get a whole... I mean, they'll have weapon advantage on Jillian, but he's pretty defensive. This guy can't get down far enough anyway. This way we get a chance to heal up safely for Franz. Oh, I forgot to turn the animations on. So this is not quite as aggressive as I was hoping for, but we'll see what we can do. I'll turn Natasha's healing on for now. Alright, but yeah, we're definitely going to want more reinforcements on this side. So move everyone this way. And we'll just keep... Well, how tough is this guy gonna be? 14 damage? I will let him take a swipe at Vanessa just to make sure that he moves down. I think he would move down anyway, but it'd be better to kill these guys quickly rather than waiting around. Alright, let's see how Jillian holds out here. Oh, he's getting doubled. That's really bad. I didn't think he'd get hit twice. I know his speed is low, but that's pretty rough. Because the axe guys have like 4 speed or 5 speed, I thought. I must be wrong. They must have... Well, Jillian has like 8 or something, I thought. So the disadvantage here is this enemy is in the forest as well. A little bit harder to hit. But not too bad, I guess. Alright, the archers are coming down as well, so that's bad news for Vanessa. Alright, looks like Ross should be fine against that archer at least. Things are getting a little bit crazy. So what's up with Jillian? 4 speed against 8? Ah, man, so close. It's just the wrong one, right? This guy's got 6, this guy's got 8. Just bad luck. Alright, well, bad luck. I could have checked. Okay, so... well, let's do the easy one first. Ross can kill this guy. Probably. Please, don't miss. Okay, thank you. That would have been a little bit rough if he missed that one. So we noticed this guy's coming down, but maybe we can like throw an axe over the wall for this guy. I was hoping to take this guy out, but maybe have to wait a little bit. Alright, what else can we do here? So, Jillian needs a heal for sure. If we move up, we can't leave Vanessa in this range. We can't kill that archer, so we have to let the archer attack us, which might let this axe guy attack us as well. So then, if anything, Vanessa basically has to, like, attack one of these guys. Which she can... maybe I should let her kill the archer, honestly, over there. It's nice that we can fly over walls in this game, at least, but... that's not looking very promising. What if I put Franz here, like, with a sword, so he counters the axe guy? Yeah, that's fine. Maybe we can use someone beside him to block the path up. That's not Vanessa. I think we could heal Jillian maybe and put him up there if we can kill the axe guys. Then we can block that entrance. Lure that guy down. Lure both the axe guys down. Maybe Erica could stand that. That's getting a little bit sketchy. But these two need to go down first, so that's not enough damage, is it? If I put someone here, the archer could hit them, but just once, probably. That's not nearly enough damage. Oh, shucks. I think I'm gonna have to hope... Well, Erica actually is a good choice, because this guy's in the forest with 20% evasion, and because she's so accurate, this is, like, we can't fail that, basically. So that gets us 1. Nah, well, she finally got a weaker level up, I guess. She had a bunch of good ones. So now... I guess, like, technically Vanessa could throw a javelin at him, but 50-50, only for 4 damage. Okay, we've got Archer. Okay, we should have, between the 3 range units, we should be able to get a kill here. Who's got the better defense of the 2 mages? I guess Loot's got the slight edge. The Archer can do 12 damage. That's not too bad. And these guys don't have ranged attacks. Okay. 9 damage. How much was Archer? 7 damage. That's 16. But then I can't actually get... We'd have to go adjacent to get the last hit. Maybe we do try Javelin here. Alright, if the Javelin hits, things get a little bit easier. Unfortunately, we did not get luck. Alright, alright. Good luck, Loot. Hope you guys don't all miss, or we're gonna be in a lot of trouble. Now, I don't think Naimi's gonna be able to do much more damage here. Yeah, 4 is... We're cutting this awfully close. Yeah, alright. I mean, this is pretty much all we've got. Alright, Archer, it's up to you, buddy. 91%. Now, he wouldn't die, possibly, if he missed, but things would get really awkward really fast. Alright, now we need to heal up Gilliam. And honestly, I'm just gonna go full heal, because I'm a little bit worried about him against the axe guys up there. So the mend is a little bit expensive, but make sure he's got max HP. Alright. Let's keep him with... Well, he's actually... He's got like a really high con score, so it's gonna be very unlikely that the lances will ever slow him down. I was thinking I could go with a slim lance or something, but that's not gonna really help him dodge anything. Alright, here goes. Okay, good start. We needed that dodge or two here to be a little bit safer. Alright, this guy's doing 9 damage per hit. He only got 1 attack, so that was a lot better than the last time. And then they went for the Archer, but yeah. I feel like Gilliam is... I know he's only had 1 level up so far, but he's gonna really need some good level ups if he wants to be my Armor Knight. Unlike Boars from my last Let's Play. Okay, let's go... This guy's being aggressive, so let's see if we can maybe just get a free shot on him here. Kill him before he can hit anybody. And also get Ross a level up. Strength, speed, luck, defense, good level up. And weapon level up. Excellent. He will need some speed eventually, or some skill eventually, but that was a really solid level up. Good start. Okay, now they've got a good choke point here. Or we have a good choke point, depending on how you want to look at it. Oh, we're just not quite enough damage. I'd like Loot to get a kill, though. That's fine. That's also low enough that Naimi could have gotten the kill, but we're not going to try that. Because I mean, I'd like to use Naimi. We'll see how she turns out. But I have a good feeling about Loot, because mages rarely turn out terrible for me. I've got good luck with them. Alright, now... We have not done any damage to this guy at all. I could probably switch Erica in. I can't put anyone up to this spot. We could stand here. So technically this is not too dangerous, as long as we can kill the axe guy. So that's maybe 8 damage. Maybe another 8 damage. That brings him... Well, Erica, between that and Erica, we could probably kill him. So I'm gonna put... I have to keep Vanessa away from the archer. Actually, I forgot about that. The archer could go after Ross. He's not 100% safe, but he's in good HP. He should be fine. Mostly we should try to kill that guy if possible. So, 8 damage, 8 damage. I bet you Erica could nearly kill him on her own. Let's pull Jillian out of the way. Let's see how strong Erica is here. That's 11 damage times 2 with the chance of a crit. Yeah. Alright, fine. That's nice, but I was trying to get the kill on, you know, one of my archers. Now, he can stand in the forest. We've checked that before. So we can't really do anything about the archer right now. What kind of defense do you have, Naomi? 3. I guess that's more than an archer, technically, so you can stand there. No, you can stand, like, all the way up here. That's fine. You'll be safe on that spot. And, Natasha will start healing up people. Jillian's gonna be our anti-crit dude. That'll be his job pretty soon. We need to keep Vanessa out of that range. And Archer, if he gets hit by an arrow, he'll be fine. They'll probably shoot it at, Oh, I thought they'd actually go after, Erica, honestly, but... We got a crit. See, I told you loot was gonna be awesome. Look at this. Never had any doubt. Alright, that was cool. Okay, so, let's get serious here. Now, I was planning on having Ross kill this guy, but we could use somebody else. I'm okay with Archer going back for a second. Oh, not enough damage. Dang it! What about if I threw a javelin at him? 8 damage. So that would, if it hit. Alright, we'll give it a try, because if I can, if we can kill this axe guy below first, then, I can use Ross to lure out another enemy now, rather than later. I'll watch out for the archer over there, but it should be fine. Good! Good luck. Good. So we missed one 50%, then we got the second one. That's nice. So this makes it a little bit easier for us next turn. Can't believe Loot got that 1% crit. It's kind of crazy. Alright, good. So now we can lure this guy out immediately. And Ross, I know he's not at full HP, but I'm pretty sure he can take out a soldier at least. And technically, honestly, all he needs to do is use a vulnerary. So just use that. They're cheap, they're plentiful. Okay, so now we need to start angling for this fight. Okay, we're gonna move Franz up here. Oh dear. Well, thanks. Thanks, friend. They give us the thing that defeats the boss. I'm pretty sure that's our first Armor Slayer, but it does double damage before defense to knights and generals. So if your base weapon damage was like 14, that would turn into 28, and then minus 12, and he'd be dead. Well, he'd take a lot of damage. Just gotta be careful here. In my test, I tried a couple. Oh, actually, oh good. I thought I just put Erica in danger. In my test run for this map, I put Erica in the forest, and then Joshua just moved down and killed her in one shot with a critical. So I'm gonna try to avoid that this time, because, you know, it's not good. That's not what we wanted to see. But you can't really get anyone to talk to him without him moving in first, so... I mean, I don't know what else we can really do other than try one time to not get killed. Alright, Ross! I'm liking it! I'm liking it, Ross. I feel like pirate was the way to go. Okay, so you saw those bandits show up? This is why we can't waste too much time, because they're gonna start heading over to the village, and I think there's more that go up this way as well. So that's why I've been kind of trying to rush this map a little bit. Okay, here goes. I'm actually going to put a save state, because it's not cool if we basically have someone die when there's no other way to prevent it, basically. I'm going to move loot, or not Loof, but Loot, the other Lou person, and get her healed up. So now I'm going to try to lure the archer out on the left with Ross. 18 out of 25, he'll be fine. Actually, I can't... Well, I can't just straight up attack him, because then if I put him here, Joshua would kill him. But if I put him, like, right here, the archer could move down and take the first shot, and that's probably fine. I'll give him one more vulnerary. That way he finishes it up. I probably could heal him anyway next turn, but it's fine. Like I said, I'm trying to move quickly here. So, don't waste too much time. Alright, now we can't move up really this turn. You could visit the shop, just to show you what's on it. So nothing we could not have bought at the armory, I don't think. But, you know, it's nice to be able to buy heal staffs on a map that has an arena. You know, wink wink, nudge nudge. Alright, sure, you can go this way, I guess. Trying to get bottlenecked too badly. Now, because of his position here, we actually could put one person right there safely. Not like it's going to make much difference, but there you go. Alright. Now, one of the perks, please don't die, please don't die. Alright, actually, you know, Gilliam, because of the forest, was another -1 damage that I didn't account for. I forgot about that. So I think even if he'd been criticaled once and hit normally once, he would have survived that. And I figured that had to be our best chance of not losing anybody right there. So 20% dodge plus -1 damage. So weapon advantage I think gave us +1 defense basically, and then 1 from the forest puts us at 11, and then 17 minus 11 was 6. So that's how we got to the number. So 6 times 3 was 18, and then another 6 on top of that would still not have killed him. But if he criticaled twice in a row, he would have died. But, gee whiz, how could you deal with that? Alright, so Ross first. Actually, I'm trying to go fast. I'm trying to be Sonic. Could just go straight for this guy. It might miss, but yeah, I mean, it doesn't really cost us anything to try. And then if Loot can kill the mage, or the archer, maybe. That looks pretty safe. I mean, 6% chance to miss, and then she'd be fine anyway. Good, I wanted to get her level up anyway. Skill, speed, luck, hit, that's okay. So for her, the big one is getting more magical power, but, you know, a good mage has good stats all through there, so I'm fine with that, that's good. Now, oh, right, before we forget, you know, this is what we've been waiting for. Nothing personal, kid. Also a pretty common trend in Fire Emblems is for the king or emperor of a land to go somewhat mad with power. Corrupted by darkness or something like that. Turns out he's actually Setzer all along. Yes, yes, Final Fantasy VI Let's Play confirmed. Ha ha ha. Alright! That's the music! That's how easy it is to recruit Joshua. Just flip a coin. So there we go. One thing I meant to do, but I forgot, was I was actually going to give Erica a spare iron sword, because I don't really want to waste this if I don't have to. It's really good. And, you know, might be worth not throwing away. So... we should probably try to kill these guys before they break any houses. I think as long as they can attack someone, they will, though, rather than going after the houses. Unfortunately, Joshua did take a lot of damage from Jillian. We're not actually in a super safe spot here, honestly. How much damage can Naomi do? Nothing, basically. How much damage can Franz do? 10. Now, Joshua's in a weird position here. Really good against axe guys, but one hit and he's dead now. Dang it. Yeah, so we can't heal him right now. He does not have a vulnerary. In the current situation, they'll probably attack Natasha and kill her, which is not what I want. Yeah, this isn't great. 9 damage, huh? Well, let's see what happens with Franz. We can block them in with Franz and Jillian if we have to. You know what? I think in this situation it's best not to attack and just block them in. Or, like, attack with a javelin if you must. Yeah, that doesn't really cost us anything other than the use of a javelin. And that way they can't get past my mostly full HP guys that could take a hit or two, hopefully. And we can even get in a little bit of extra damage, maybe. I just think there was too much risk that we'd hit them, get counterattacked. Defense is interesting for an archer. That seems unlikely, but okay. She really needs some strength. She can't deal enough damage with her bows right now. So, we might be worth trying out another shot here. 5 damage. Yuck! So we could run up to the mercenary. He's pretty fast. Not a great matchup for Vanessa. I mean, the problem is if he moves and the axe guy attacks her, she's in a bit of trouble. Maybe a javelin here as well? He'll probably counter or move over and attack her. Oh, but he'd get a double with the javelin because she doesn't have enough constitution. Alright, forget that. Someone needs to visit this village. Erica's very strong. Secret books are good though. Can't complain about that. So +2 skill points. You probably don't want to use them on Erica because she'll probably max out her skill anyway. But that's this perfect kind of item for Ross. Perfect. Alright, so let's just plan for healing up Ross or one of the defensive units with Natasha. And then we'll be able to hopefully wipe out the axe guys without too much danger. Oh yeah, Archer, right. You gotta get up here and help out. Okay, so my positioning wasn't perfect there, but at least Joshua didn't die and neither did Jillian. And Gilliam's gonna get some defense right here. Yes, strength and defense, good enough. That's the main stuff I want to see out of Gilliam. As long as he's not doubled here, he's fine. Alright, I wasn't 100% sure. I had a little bit of a clenching there. Also, did you notice? More axe guys. That's why we need to keep moving. So yeah, Gilliam, he's scaring me here. He's definitely starting to scare me. Alright, so how do we deal with this? I don't know if it's better. What's your accuracy? 100, but like minus 20 for weapon disadvantage? You'd probably be more likely to hit this guy with loot and just start having Ross move over normally. We could fly him over with Vanessa as well, I suppose. Nah, let's just move normal. And seeing as loot's not going to do anything else, this is her only useful attack. Yeah, and this guy has no resistance. Yeah, this is much better than Ross for sure. For this situation. Alright, so, axe guys. So what I'd like to do, as long as I can maybe lure down this guy and this guy this turn, or maybe, so like maybe these two squares. Next turn, the axe guys I think will attack us instead of going after the village to burn it. On the other hand, we could try to get Vanessa to visit the village and lock it, basically. We're gonna need some killing here. We could use Erica, but I think what I'll do, because she's already level 7, is I'll just give Joshua her iron sword for now. She can pull another one out of the supply anyway, really. It doesn't even matter much. There we go. Now, if we heal, well... I think Joshua will do so much better against these guys. Well, I was planning on having these guys lured down as well, but let's try to decide who should get healed. Let's try to kill them first. So, like, we've got another 6 damage plus 8. So we could kill one of them with magic. I think we weaken... We let Franz get a kill. Can Franz do enough damage to kill the other guy? 11? Does he have less defense, maybe? No, he's got more defense. He'll only do 10 damage there. Well, I was hoping we could get a kill with one of my archer mages, but it doesn't look likely. Other than just this way. Don't suppose you have 100% here. You do have 100%. Alright, that'll do. Oh, right, Joshua, of course. Alright, then we use Archer to weaken this one. Maybe get a crit, you never know. Okay, we're gonna heal up now Gilliam instead. And again, I'm using this men's staff quite a lot because he's taking a ton of damage. And it still didn't even full heal him. Her magic stat must be kind of, yeah, terrible. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna try to use Gilliam to lure the javelin dude down. And this guy, we're just not going to lure down this turn, basically. So, as long as Franz kills here, which is pretty likely, we should be fine. It's been a pretty long episode, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. As we get later on in the game, I'll just start splitting the chapters into double episodes, basically. Well, that's a better level up. I'm not going to say amazing, because he didn't get any strength or skill, but he got lots of stats, at least, so that's okay. I'm pretty happy with that loadout. $14 HP. I guess if we could have lured this guy down... Well, you know what I'll do is I'll put, yeah, just in case I need to, I'm gonna put Vanessa here. So I could hit the town and then hide if I needed to. So the bandits don't, pillage it. Ooh, Gilliam's getting a double in there, yeah. I mean, they have, like, 0 speed or something, so... No surprise. Alright, so... Then the goal here is to try to lure these guys down. I suppose we have one more turn before they'll pillage anyway. And I think I might have Vanessa just kill this guy if we hit him. Yeah, this should be fine. She might get hit by this guy, because he'll move over and hit her. But we're looking at like 17 plus 1 is 18. Minus 6 is 12. Yeah, but she'll have good evasion, you know, and she'll probably get a level up. She'll have better evasion if I leave her with the Slim Lance. We'll do that. Come on, give me some good stats, Vanessa. Strength, speed, resistance, yeah, I'll take it. She needs strength, so like, honestly, with someone like that, every point of strength is so valuable. Even if that's all she got, I'd still say, yeah, it's a pretty good level up. And the fact that she got 2 others, yeah, no problem. Okay, so we're not gonna probably charge attack this turn. It might be worth just having, like, Erica and Franz block. Because Gilliam's taking way too much damage. Well, no, they've only got 6 speed, so he's fine. But let's not let this guy get a free attack in. So we'll just stay where we are. We'll heal up where we need to. So we could try to lure this guy over to the right as well. Then I'd have to use Erica on an axe guy. Yeah, you know, that's fair. We'll do that. We could also use Joshua if I healed him. Yeah, that's fair. I'm pretty sure he'll be fine. famous last words, you know. Heal him up anyway. So yeah, even though I haven't explained it, I sort of plan to use Natasha rather than Mulder. But we'll see how they do. So one thing we could do here on this turn that's safe is we could visit the arena. Now, when I'm doing stuff like this, I am going to be putting saves down because sometimes I click the button to escape and it doesn't always work properly, but you shouldn't have to worry about dying unless the enemy has criticals or something. So we have, I would say, a pretty good chance of winning here. But if he gets like 3 hits in a row, we'll be in trouble. And Archer actually gets a double attack, so that means we pretty much got in the bag, yeah. He can't kill Archer, there's no way. So we got a little bit lucky on Archer's first match in the arena. A fight that he basically couldn't lose. And that's a pretty solid level up for a bishop. No problem there. Or a monk, I guess. Money! Alright, let's see what happens. End turn. Alright, so 1 lured to Gilliam. At least in a lance battle, Gilliam's pretty solid. It's those axes that are just beating him up. Take that, no problem. Alright, Joshua. I figured he would be okay here. I didn't really look at his stats yet, though. I remember him as being pretty awesome. Okay, so there's the problem. The one axe guy did not get lured down. On the plus side, this axe guy is now lured into Loot's range, which is a bonus. So basically, I think we have to send Franz up to fight this guy. And we have to kind of hope Luke can kill. Well, we're doing this anyway first. It could have been a critical. So this guy, I guess, okay, I've got a way here. We don't even need to use Franz haphazardly. We can visit and move, basically. Also, there's a face we might see again one day. The finest soldier in the Grados army ever. So she left a torch behind. And, oh, I don't even have enough inventory space. Whatever, we'll send it to... Now you don't lose it, at least. It just gets sent to supply. But yeah, what we can do here is just hide out above the village, and she's safe. So there you go. I've found a way around it. Good. Okay, well, we're looking pretty solid down here. Usually my plan for the arenas is to try to catch people up in levels rather than get ahead. So, like, I could get everyone up to, like, level 5 or 6, and that'd be about as high as I think is fair. Let's figure out who gets to kill the axe guy first. Probably Ross, honestly. Ross is doing fine. I like the dual-wielding axe, right? That's pretty cool. Alright, so then, we're gonna have to kill the boss. We should kill these guys, too. Don't forget about them. So maybe use Joshua to lure that one back. And if this one stays still, we'll just let Luke finish him off, I guess. And, I guess that means we can let Archer or Naomi keep going. We'll see if I can get Archer to level 5. But yeah, arena abusing is not something I'm planning on doing. Other than, because we're playing it on hard mode, if it gets too difficult, I don't mind. And usually, my strategy is just... This might not be a great matchup. Okay, so basically if he gets hit, I have to press B and run away. There we go, press B and run away. Alright, so we're gonna win that one. Not a good matchup. If you have Vanessa nearby, you could rescue him and then take drop and have someone else fight on the same turn to save a little bit of time. It's an option. But yeah, the general strategy is I'm only going to use arenas to catch people up in levels. So if you're level 2 on a map where everyone else is level 6, I might stay a little bit extra to just catch you up with the rest of the team kind of thing. I have to say Joshua's already off to a really good start. Pretty happy with that. Alright, so loot. You got this. There we go. Good job. Skill speed. She's gotten 2 levels up now with no magic stat, which is a little bit disappointing, but so far, okay. I'd like to get Ross's level up. Seems relatively likely. Ross, the powerhouse. Come on, show me that skill. No skill. Strength, luck. Okay. So the problem is, if all he gets is points in strength, he's gonna hit 20 way before he gets to level 20, which is his max. So it doesn't, like, it's great that he's got a huge strength stat, but he's just gonna hit his maximum with it really early, and then he can't even get any points. I'd rather they were spread out a little bit better. Alright, so Archer, I think you failed us in the arena. Maybe we'll try Naomi this time. See how she does. I don't know. These guys can be tough. If she gets hit, we have to run again. Please dodge. You have to dodge like 2 in a row or something. Not even close. Alright, well, the arena is not working out so well for us today. I've had much better arena starts before. Usually you make money on the arena, but those two... Wow, good job, Natasha. So what we can do here is something like this. Not that I really want Franz to get a whole bunch of experience, but... Kind of want to see how Erica does. I think she's got really good stats. You know what? I'm going to need Erica to kill the boss, probably with her rapier. We have an Armor Slayer somewhere, yeah. Franz... Actually... Well, these guys... As much as the Armor Slayer is a good weapon against them, because it does double damage, they have weapon advantage over it, so it's not perfect. Can't go into the arena after doing that, though. I guess we can see what's in the weapon shop. So we've got steel weapons now that we can buy. I might buy a couple. I don't think they're nearly as bad as they were in Fire Emblem 6. So it is potentially worth it. Don't forget how heavy they are. So make sure you're using a character that can actually equip heavy weapons. So not a good choice for Vanessa. But someone like Jillian could get some advantage out of the Steel Lance. His hit rate is not amazing though, so, you know, it's... I don't think it's a wise idea to invest a ton of money into the steel weapons, but I like to have the option to take a bit of a riskier hit to do more damage sometimes. Anyway, we should probably finish this episode up pretty soon here. Already cracked an hour. So normally against someone like this, it's either magic or like hammers. The problem is the enemy can hit a critical against Archer. So 2% of the time Archer would die. I don't know, what's Loot's luck? 10? Loot would be fine, but she's way far away. So what else do we have? Well, the rapier will work, especially from the forest. That's a pretty good attack. We're just gonna go like this. No custom dialogue, but even with weapon disadvantage, I think Erica's got him. Yeah. She'll be fine. So, in case you're wondering, the javelin is... We've seen javelins. Don't worry about it. It's the same thing. So I guess we could try another arena or two here. Might go Archer, and then we'll give Naomi another try, I guess. If they keep losing me all my money, I'm gonna be mad, though. Come on, you gotta give me your money back. You've got weapon advantage, so you should be fine. Now, the enemy has a 1% chance to crit. So theoretically, we could lose this, and Archer would die permanently. And thered be no way to prevent it, because it's just bad luck. Other than running away as soon as you see, oh, he could crit. We're not gonna do that, because I've got guts. I should have just save stated. Look, if you can't hit, you can't crit. So Archer gets the win. Pretty good experience, and at least he wins back the money that he lost us. So that's good. And then let's get him out of there, and we'll, I actually have more faith in Joshua winning than, actually, we could do 2 more if I'm sneaky here. Alright, Joshua, you're in next. I have more confidence in him. He doesn't have a lot of resistance, but he's fast, so... I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a double here. Yeah. So this guy's toast. I generally find Swordmasters do quite well in the arena. They don't win every time. Mermiddens and Swordmasters. Optimally, what you want to have is supports, so then you can get bonus stats by having the right people next to them, and makes the arena a little bit safer. Because stuff like the enemy crit can be cancelled out with support bonuses, and if that's the case, it's just a little bit safer. You know the drill. And I generally don't do any... Oh, I didn't fully heal there. I generally don't do any arena fighting in promotion, because if you end up fighting against an enemy Berserker or an enemy Swordmaster, they will always have a critical chance against you, and that just... I mean, it ruins the fun. Alright, time to win your money back, Naomi. It just comes down to luck. She should win, but if she gets hit one more time, I have to run away, basically. Yeah, I can't risk it. She might have still won, but... disappointing. Could maybe just kill the boss right here, too. Ross is really good. Who needs armor piercing when you've got all that strength? I'm really liking Ross. He's turning out really good. So there, I do not consider that arena abuse because we just did a couple battles on our way to the boss. That was a terrible level up. The one stat that he doesn't need more of right now. But yeah, if all you do is use the arena as you're clearing out the map, it's fine. Later on, we might spend a little bit of extra time in there, but we'll save that for later. And we'll do some shopping probably before the next chapter starts. A holy man! Made him full of holes! Sounds like a bad idea. One day he changed. Come on, the fact that the Grado soldiers were willing to kill her basically corroborates her story, for the most part. They called her a traitor, so she's a double agent. Oh, yes, by the way, hello. It's possible that this is a bonus reward for saving all the villages. Perhaps. Maybe it's not a reward at all. Come on. Oh, I think you get that anyway. So yeah, that's our first promotion item. That's nice. Any of your mages or healers? Good stuff. Level 10 and up, but generally you only want to wait till level 20. Okay, well that's the end of the episode. So yeah, given that Chapter 5 took us over an hour, and I still think I went fairly quick, I might start splitting them up into 2 from here on out, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, thanks for watching, hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for chapter... actually not 6, you'll see.